What's up, people? It's your boy. I'm Chris the Don One, and I'm back with another video. Know what you got to do: rate, comment, subscribe, and since you're already subscribed to my channel, hit that notification bell so you'll know when my next video or live stream goes down. All right, we're gonna make this a real quick video. This comes from ESPN as well as BleacherReport.com. Basically, it's mainly Bleacher Report's article, but this is going to premiere on ESPN's E60, their documentary show. They kind of compare it to 60 Minutes, and they go in depth with athletes, and they're going to have a story about Isaiah Thomas, particularly about his time with the Cleveland Cavaliers. And Isaiah Thomas had some choice words about how it went left for the Cleveland Cavaliers since they traded for Isaiah Thomas. And Isaiah Thomas basically said in this story that the Cavaliers were in a desperation mode. They had to change directions and change pace, so to say. The roster that they collected over the offseason, over last summer, it just wasn't panning out. It just wasn't working. And like I said in several other videos, the Cleveland Cavaliers roster from last summer, it was a bunch of I guys, a bunch of alpha guys. A lot of the guys that the Cleveland Cavaliers collected were guys that had their own teams, okay? So it was kind of hard to gel those guys into that system because those guys still think they have it. When you talk about Isaiah Thomas led the Boston Celtics, and he flourished in that style of that system of the Boston Celtics, because mainly the Boston Celtics were looking at it from a perspective of, well, we got talent around Isaiah. Isaiah doesn't have to necessarily change his game to fit our system, and Isaiah was hoping that the Cleveland Cavaliers would give him leeway, so basically he could still do his own thing. This is no diss to Isaiah Thomas, but Isaiah Thomas, just like Derrick Rose, they're one-dimensional players. They can, thanks for the thumbs up, they can only do one thing. And when you take that one special talent away from them, they're completely useless, okay? Isaiah Thomas is a ball stopper. He likes to score. He likes to slash it into the hole. Every now and again, he may throw an assist, okay? But mainly, inside his DNA, he's a scorer. He has the mentality of a scorer, okay? And same as Derrick Rose. And Dwayne Wade is only one-dimensional on this point. He's a lot older. A lot of things he could do back when LeBron was with Miami with Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh, he can no longer do now, okay? So Isaiah Thomas said they was in a desperation mode, the organization, as well as LeBron James. They had to do something dramatic. Otherwise, if they would have kept what they had possibly they could have lost the season and lost LeBron James in the offseason, okay? That would have gave LeBron James leeway and excuse to leave the Cleveland Cavaliers, because he can always say, look, I tried. It's just the cats that we assembled, those cats were not working. Now, a lot of the onus, most of the onus should be placed on LeBron James. LeBron James recruited Derrick Rose, Dwayne Wade. He also made the Cleveland Cavaliers organization sign Christian Thompson to a huge contract, and the Cleveland Cavaliers were pretty much bidding with themselves for Christian Thompson. Don't get it twisted. Christian Thompson is a good player, but his salary does not dictate the style that he brings on the talent he brings to the court. And the same could be said for Kevin Love. There are plenty organizations would love to get their hands on a Kevin Love or a Christian Thompson. It's just the contract scares a lot of them organizations, okay? They overspent and overpaid for those two types of players. But the Cleveland Cavaliers organization is in desperate mode because this was the only move they could have possibly made, okay? It's not like they had an abundance of draft picks or their the salary cap that it's so flexible they can just sign somebody else. The Cleveland Cavaliers are stuck in a position where they're stuck with the roster that they have, and the people that they picked up are good people. They're not alpha type of players, okay? They're team oriented players. They're younger. They're much younger than what they had. They're more athletic. They're more hungrier, and they're willing to listen, okay? But with a trade-off like that, a night where, let's just say LeBron James ain't feeling it that night, who is going to lead the charge in the scoring? All right, that's where you're going to run into a problem. When LeBron doesn't have it, that team is going to struggle, okay? And Isaiah Thomas went into details talking about the altercation with Kevin Love and Dwayne Wade. Now, a lot of people finger pointed Isaiah Thomas as the ringleader, the one who led the charge in going at Kevin Love, but the real culprit of this is Dwayne Wade, and a lot of that came to fruition like a couple of weeks down the road. And the reason why it came into fruition is because of this documentary, this interview that Isaiah Thomas had. A lot of people don't realize Isaiah Thomas and Kevin Love are real close and real tight. They used to play AU ball, and they knew each other since high school. Okay, so when I heard the reports that Isaiah Thomas was going after Kevin Love, I had to step back a little bit and catch myself and go, yo, that really doesn't sound right. And particularly that team, when they let Derrick Rose just go on hiatus, and he was gone for like almost a month, and when he came back to the team, everybody gave him a warm reception. Okay, so clearly the Cleveland Cavaliers had to make these trades because Jay Crowder was not feeling the Cleveland Cavaliers or this system, and he feels like he's an alpha, which he's not. Derrick Rose, Dwayne Wade, and even IT. Now, IT does take some responsibility, should be responsible in this. He should, while he was injured and trying to get back into the swing of things, he should have scaled his game back and maybe be more passive than aggressive, okay? You have to wait until you get your legs under you before you can get back to the old way of playing, okay? And I felt like Isaiah Thomas should have at least tried to attempt that. Now, he did almost at the end of his time with Cleveland, and you can tell LeBron had enough of Isaiah Thomas, IT, because when LeBron hit that winning shot before before the big moves and stuff, the first person that tried to congratulate LeBron James was IT, and LeBron just played him off like, he didn't even see him. Okay, so this documentary is going to shed a lot of light into what really went on into the locker room between IT and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Okay, but the Cleveland Cavaliers are in desperation mode, and they've been in desperation mode even in the summer. Basically, that trade where they sent Kyrie Irving to Boston, and in return they got IT plus the Brooklyn pick. Basically, the Cleveland Cavaliers wanted more, but once again, they were in desperation mode to just get Kyrie out of the organization because of what transpired over the summer. They was really trying to trade Kyrie Irving to the Phoenix Suns for Devin Booker. The Phoenix Suns were not entertaining that, okay? And when it got leaked and got out to Kyrie Irving went to Dan Gilbert and requested trade. Now, a lot of stuff went down since then. A lot of people saying that Kyrie Irving kind of rushed the Cleveland Cavaliers' hand in this notion. He said, quote, he was going to sit out this year and have his knee surgery, have his knee scoped, okay? I don't know if that's true or not, but if it is, it kind of, put validation on why the Cleveland Cavaliers was in a rush, as far as trading Kyrie Irving. I felt like that was I felt like at the time that was the best offer they could have utilized, okay? But, it is what it is. Guys, tell me what you think. Rate, comment, subscribe. It's your boy. I'm Chris the Don 1, and I am out, dog. Peace.